What was that? What was that special effect, Marcus?
Boing.
Very
I
impressive.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no! Don't die! Don't fall!
No, I realized that I'm pretty big in the overlay, so I needed to get this a bit. Yeah. Is this better? I don't know.
Fine, we're professional.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
I'll check how I look in a minute. My internet cannot like handle everything at once.
What is internet?
What?
Right.
What is internet?
The internet is a lie. We all know this.
Oh, I should probably open dice.
Hello,
It is
chat.
good to
Yeah.
be back.
Hello, people.
I feel like
Feels like it's been so long.
long.
I've missed it.
Aw.
Poor that dragon.
Hmm.
Everyone wanted to see a dragon, and then it was dead.
Yeah, that was sad. Oh,
We got that.
weird.
Oh no.
There we go. Now they can hear me. It's,
Can the chat hear the background music? That's the next thing.
of course they can. Of
I don't
course.
know.
Yes, they can.
I mean, they can basically just pretend to hear something.
Just imagine the music. There's like these drums in the background.
Sure. Exactly accurate.
I'm confused, but it's okay. That's my state, will they?
Some, made up drums as music, I guess.
Yeah, probably. How do you
Like a
feel,
worm of music.
peeps?
What's new? Nothing much for me. I just worked a crazy long week, so
Wow.
I'm also a little tired.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited to see what happens today.
Absolutely. We're gonna try to cull and see what we're gonna find. More dragons or more dead dragons or who knows?
Well, I know.
One person knows.
That is good that you know.
That's how we
Oh
like
my
it.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited.
So, what's up? So for the good thing, we're playing today. We're having tomorrow the German show again. So this week is kinda full for
Packed with
our
action.
measures. So that's up for this week. On the weekend is Easter, so yay, chocolate. Easter eggs. So I think that's good.
Mhm.
So well, something else. It's good to be back, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
What do you mean, I guess? What?
I don't know how you feel, peeps. So
I'm feeling very up for this and really ready.
Yeah,
Cool.
like we said, excited.
okay. I try to get a mute up, so it's obvious pretty bad. Other than that, I'm announcing something. So cool things that happened last week. You remember that I wrote something in January that was edited by Beli.
I remember.
Yeah, which is an adventure that's called a Prismatic Whale. It's a Feywild adventure with a lot of shit.
Nice.
Magical shit.
Magical shit. Yeah,
Magical,
it's a mix and match
sparkly shit.
adventure, and it just hit a copper bestseller.
Woo,
Nice.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Yay.
So, and it's until tomorrow. It's up for sale for nearly the half price. So this is a pretty cool thing. I'm posting the link to this in the chat for everyone who is interested and maybe take a look into it. Then last week also an adventure came up from the Monster Hunt series. It's issue 8 where I participated in it. It's about hunting like a giant bird that barely can fly and, well, basically cuts you open with its feathers.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
casual hunt,
Sure.
but like
No, normal
don't
everyday
kill it.
stuff.
So, and this is also up right now. We also already got pretty good reviews on it.
Nice.
Nice.
And I don't know if you know another writer from the DMs Guild. Her name is Kari Jo, or better known as Cage, and she and her, we are writing on a supplement which is called Fantastic Taverns, and we are now in the process of like, we are nearly done with it. It's going into layout, and Beli will edit it again.
Nice.
Nice.
So, but I can already announce that this will come up next month.
Mm.
So it's about taverns and drinking, and yeah, feeling good.
That's awesome.
We all love taverns where we can drink. And yeah, that's it. And probably in April we will have like a special one shot again after we had the last in like ages. So we'll see about this. I'm working on it. Anything else? I guess not. The music that we are playing today is made by Arcane Anthem, Stark Fantasy Music, Adrian von Ziegler, and Mighty Music. The pictures you will see in the intro are mostly made by Sariel.
Mm.
We're using Astral Tabletop as a entity.
I just gotta say that tonight, not just only are the pictures made by Sariel, but I'm also wearing a shirt made by Sariel. So
It looks so good.
if you want to have a hacking snack
Oh,
on your
awesome.
shirt,
That actually.
you really, I
Thank you.
really love the design, and it's a very snug shirt.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Well,
Based on my boy Hyperion.
Hyperion, yeah.
and my
awesome.
tattoo as well.
Oh wow, damn, that is cool.
Yeah, designed it almost at the same time. So. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Marcus.
yeah, and we are playing the adventure Rise of the Ice Dragons, written by Midnight Tower. I guess that's everything.
And the Fall of the Silver Dragons. Rise of the Ice Dragons, Fall of the Silver Dragons.
Indeed, but we're gonna deal with that, aren't we?
We will get revenge for this dragon we've never met.
Absolutely.
I mean, you met them. It was just that.
True.
All right.
You will be avenged.
The
They will be-
scores
One
that
main-
we've met.
Yeah, one-way meeting.
Yeah, one-way meeting. One-way meeting.
Well then, how
Anyway.
about we get to the intro for tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start the
Let's get. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da- Wow. We are back.
Marcus, you can start with the recap.
Yes, once I'm done with the sound effects. No, what happened last time, about 2 weeks ago in Rise of the Ice Dragons? Our adventurers set out to find whatever hideout this potential cult of dragons had in the mountains. We set out once again into the snowy areas through which we travel. And came upon some old colleagues of Hemlock who used to be in the same theater group and were now running a scheme as Under the Bridge Hags. We had a nice conversation. Allyria enjoyed some wine offered by the adventurers, but Athar made it very clear that our priorities lied elsewhere, and we had to move on. We continued our journey and unfortunately came upon a sight less pleasant than meeting old colleagues. We found the remains of a gigantic dragon in the middle of the woods, crashed down, probably killed by some other big creatures, and was now being scavenged by a flock of harpies. We took our time taking in what we saw there, each of us having different reactions to this sight, and then decided to find a good place to make camp and rest for the night. And that's kind of it, so DM Caro, take it away.
Yo, actually, last month of war was at a point where you already set camp, and were in the process of cooking something that smelled delicious. How was the process? Like, Rowan was halfway sitting in the dome and stuck with his hand stuck out to
with my hand stuck out, and we were cooking it in the traditional way. I guess we've done it a couple times now.
Okay.
Of just setting up the fire right outside the dome, sticking the hands out, kind of making one little section of the dome clear, and cooking to bring the food inside. So as like each new thing comes through, a new kind of smell of kind of warmth and roasted goodness
to set
comes.
the mood a bit. You're in the middle of a forest in a dale that's pretty good wind covered. It's somehow as if there is no really source of any noise. You haven't met any other creature except of the harpies that you saw like by now, like a few hours ago, that were picking on the dragon. So, and I'm moving you to the new scene right now. It's in the night. You're set up your camp, pretty good covered by the dome. And the smell of the food goes over the area, which most of you can't really smell since you're in the dome. So it just comes in when Roan puts some plates inside the dome for you. That party to the area. There we go.
Hey,
Oh.
look at this nice little campsite.
Aw, we
Perfect.
Who picked up the black bear?
That was the
Spiritual
still
weapon.
in place spiritual weapon.
We're just so likable. We make friends everywhere.
Yes.
Bears especially.
So you can place yourself.
Right, I guess I'll place myself close to the fire.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I stay here. It's
Okay.
nice and warm. Yeah.
So you have a lot of shelter from the big trees that are surrounding your camp. So it's nice and covered, and you don't have the feeling that it might snow in the next hours or so. And even if it wouldn't really you wouldn't really care about it since you're pretty good covered. So, you have struck camp and you are just about to start eating your food when you suddenly hear noises from the forest, which are pretty loud. There is a crashing sound of broken branches from the snow-covered trees near your camp. The next moment, a huge two-headed humanoid creature barges into your camp.
Oh.
You can see it wields a large battle axe on the side.
Oh. Friend
Good,
of foe.
Good.
And a massive morning star on the other side.
Not so good.
Definitely
Not
a
a-
friend.
Not a
You can
great
hear
look.
with a low growling voice from one of these heads. Food. And the other head adds to this. Give us food now.
Food? We have food. I mean, of course, I look at Rowan. I mean, we have food, right?
We're inside the dome right now.
Yeah, you're decided.
Okay.
Oh,
True.
I thought
Yeah.
we
We
were
just-
like at the fire. Okay.
Like, should I? So here's the thing: the dome's pretty well protected, but I think it can like be destroyed if someone gets real angry with it. So I should just chuck more food on the fire, yeah?
If we have the food, I think.
So
Right.
actually, the dome can't really be destroyed except
Oh.
of magical
Oh,
means,
dispel,
like
right.
dispel magic, stuff like this. So.
Isn't it a wisdom saving throw?
Let me
Oh,
see. I can just
it
look on my
could
spells.
be.
But
But from the approach of this creature that you have there, you don't think it
No, but
owns
just
that
to
much
know,
wisdom.
because
which is good to know.
Mhm.
Well, I will grab some more food. Let me actually check what food we have to make sure that I can actually do this and we have enough food to do this.
I have also
With-
some rations still, but I mean.
Would
yeah.
there be any way for any one of us inside the dome to actually notice that this creature is approaching? Like, I mean, the dome from the inside.
I mean, you hear it.
Okay.
So with
Okay.
all the cracking of the branches that were there, and it was pretty noisy about this, and like with this approach of like, yeah, give us food, that wasn't really quiet. It seems like this creature is not the quiet type.
Yeah, so we did hear that. I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You
so-
definitely hear
Yeah.
that, and
Okay.
you can see it as it approaches.
Yeah,
Right.
So we did hear that.
Okay.
So, and you see there's this large creature, and it looks like some kind of giant. You can also see that it's mostly bare. There are just two heads, which have like a large beard, and their hair is not well kept. So there's like a belt around this hip that covers the sensitive areas.
Mm-hmm. So Rowan, what about the food? Like, I still have some crackers left. I think a sausage or two, maybe.
You see Rowan pulls out one like kind of rolled up rabbit and goes like, well, this is all the meat we have left.
All right.
And then I have like rations and things to make simpler food. I was planning on going hunting tomorrow, but don't have. We can try. See if it's enough to satisfy him.
I step by
Yeah.
I step by Rowan and Allyria while they're managing the food thing, and I say to them
Are you
like,
still inside the dome?
I would go out of the dome because I
Sure.
actually want to talk with this.
Maybe just stick your head out.
high charisma character.
I'm just
yes, thank you.
I'm just gonna like I pass by the rest of the group and I'm like, I'm gonna buy us some time.
All right.
And
You know what you're doing. I hope.
Is Hemlock the only one who understands Orcish?
oh,
I cannot speak Orcish.
Yeah, can't
I
do that.
cannot.
Nope.
Okay, then Rowan will, not Rowan, Hemlock will be the only one who even would have understood that it's the call for food.
Oh, well,
Okay,
that
if-
information
yeah,
would
if
have
that-
been better before.
If Hemlock would be the
sorry.
only one to understand it, like Hemlock
Yeah.
would be looking up from his note taking that he was doing, and then he looks at the group and says, it says it wants food.
Oh, well, nobody should have to go hungry.
No, exactly.
I feel like we have enough. We should
Yeah,
help.
we should help.
I mean, it goes directly to your campsite, and since you're cooking outside of the dome, it will basically grab what it gets without caring that much if you're agreeing to it or not.
Well, exactly for that reason, Hemlock then, once he's informed the party on what the being wants, he's going to first like carefully poke a head out of the dome and just like stare at one of the heads. And he's just trying to... I'm trying to kind of get an impression of how this visitor is feeling, but at the same time also try to make clear that we're no pushovers. Like, that you're not just gonna come in here. That I don't want to be aggressive, but I want to make clear that there's boundaries.
Is this the moment to teach
So,
manners to
you're
a
saying
two-headed
this-
giant?
You're saying this giant just takes the food from the fire is taking this in without even noticing. So you hear this quarreling between the two heads, where it's like, no, I go first, no, and I take it. So they are pretty intense between each other.
All right, I draw their attention, and I go, "Oi, you two!" In Orcish.
One of the heads looks at you.
If you ask nicely, we can get you more of that.
You have food, give it.
We have a little bit of it, but why give it to you raw if we can prepare it first and make it taste really good? You smell that? You smell that? How good it smells?
They look, that one head that looked at you looks a bit confused, and then turns towards the other head and sees that that there's one hand inside the mouth with it, stuffing the food inside there, and then basically slaps away the hand so that the other head doesn't eat some more.
We can make sure that both of you get enough delicious food. Really delicious food.
No pressure, Rowan.
Fine, I have a feat.
Good at
I have a
cooking.
feat for
Come
this.
on.
This precise.
That's the situation I waited for months.
I've picked 2 levels in giant catering. So,
Exactly.
So you see them, they start quarreling again with each other, basically overhearing what you've said. So
I'm just... Now, at this point, I'm going to fully step out of the dome
okay.
and just stand in front of them.
Do you have something to eat in your hands?
I'd say I probably have, like... I would have, like, some kind of bread or whatever Rowan had already prepared in my hand.
Okay.
Mostly for myself, but maybe as a potential peace offering. So, yeah,
Okay.
I have something to eat.
Because this draws attention.
I was afraid so.
The attention turns towards you, or better to say, the bread that you have in your hand. And one of the hands of the giant hands go out towards you to grab the bread.
Oh, no. I try to like pull back.
This is going great.
Give us the food.
I
Now. They sound pretty angry.
Wait, I have something for this. Let me quickly check. I say I have something for this, but do I actually have it?
I hope you have something
You'd
on
say
it.
so. You'd say.
Alright. I'm imagining this creature is fairly tall. Like, I actually have to look up.
It's large.
And it looks down at me and threatens me, wants to have the food and everything. And I tried the nice and polite way here. I look at my food in my hand. I look at the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, I'll give you this. But you got to sit down. Can you sit down for a moment?
In the meantime, Athara's going to go to Rowan and just, like, crouch next to him and say, should I ask if they're staying for dinner?
I don't think we're gonna have much of a choice, but maybe, like, just get ready in case our lovely bard's training of this giant creature goes awry.
And Athara will poke their head out towards Hemlock, and whenever he's not talking, be like, are they staying for dinner?
I look over my shoulder. Pretty sure they will be. Well, what's your name? What's your name?
Well, since you don't want to give the bread to them, and you're basically insisting that they do something, you will see that this is a hopeless situation.
Come on.
Come on, please. Let us make friends.
You see that a giant battle, and that one of them swings that giant battle axe towards you. And I guess
I poke my head out of the tent and just scream, Hemlock, just throw the bread into the forest. I don't know, maybe they run after it.
with the swing of the battle axe, it would be 11 to hit.
Doesn't it?
What?
No,
Okay.
doesn't it? My so like I look over
yeah.
my shoulder, and I'm shouting at Athal like, yeah, they were staying for dinner. And then I hear the sound of the battle axe approach, like, whoa! And I step aside, and I'm there with the food. And then I hear Allyria shouting, like, just throw the food, and I just say like, but I wanted to be nice and friendly.
Well, it doesn't work.
Food.
Do you have a calm emotions or something like that?
I wish I had, but I don't.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay.
And I just, if he's at the point that he's slinging axes at me, I would
It's angry. It wants your bread, and
I would actually like to cast polymorph on it.
okay. What do you want to polymorph it into, and what do I need to roll to
I would
maybe
like
save?
to polymorph it into an adorable snow bunny.
Okay.
And you have to make
A two-headed snowball.
a wisdom saving throw
A wisdom save, okay.
at a difficulty of 15.
Okay.
Please let it happen.
Something tells me that these are very smart.
Well,
wise.
the wisdom save doesn't do works. I rolled a 17 on this.
17.
Hey.
So like I'm
So
saying,
somehow it doesn't react to your polymorph.
like I'm like gesturing and invoking the spell and everything, and giant creature still standing in front of me, and I still have food in my hands.
And I yell once again, throw it, Hemlock, what are you doing?
Okay,
enough
I will
friends.
swing again, this time with the Morning Star.
Yikes.
Does a 12? No,
Nope.
wait.
Nope.
Nope. No, this is not a 12. Does a... What is math? Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
That's, Okay, yeah. Now you see the morning star and coming towards you, going for your legs, and you basically jump over it.
Okay, at this point, I think Allyria is the wiser of the two of us, and I'm just gonna yeet my food past the creature.
Okay.
And then I just shout like, "Okay, fetch!" and throw it away.
You see both heads turn towards the bread that is flying away, and they suddenly lose all the attention on you, and they are going for the for the bread away from you. Bread, food.
Oh,
And I'm just gonna.
I will. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna step back into the bubble at that point. Just look at Rowan, and I look. How much food can you make?
Well, I got one rabbit and then a bunch of dried meat. So
Yeah, I was trying to
wasn't
get.
the best night for this to happen, really.
I was trying to get you another rabbit, but that didn't work. Actually speaking,
Not
this
quite
entire
sure that's-
conversation did not go as I had imagined it.
Yeah, they didn't seem too friendly. What a shame, really.
I
Seem
think they're just
rather simple
hungry.
folk.
I think they. Bet they could be friendly once we filled their belly.
No, maybe.
Should we move on while they're distracted? Or do you think they'll leave now that they've had a measly bit of bread?
Pretty sure they won't.
Maybe. How's the food? Is the food like done, or are you still cooking?
It'd probably be like in the process, like cooking.
Okay.
Oh, I would be like throw it onto the skillet, which would make more smell. So more smell fills the air. And I'll toss a bunch of spices and a bit too spicy. Like I'm gonna throw a lot of spice on it. Like
I would say
the
you
hottest
have
thing I have.
you have a
Alright.
few minutes for this, since they are searching for the bread right now.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make the spiciest like rabbit roast that I possibly can.
I want to eat. It's fine.
We have
You
enough
can eat
meat.
it
It's
too.
fine.
And now, as fast as I possibly can, like back when Rowan was cooking on the ship and whipping up for a whole crew, he'll try to do it super quick to make sure he's out of the bubble as little time as possible. And then he's gonna, once it's done, he's gonna take it off, stick it on the ground, and then pull all the cooking equipment inside the tent. Just kind of like drag it in, and then sit with everyone else. He goes, well, that's all I got. Hopefully it satisfies them.
Yeah.
I did my
Hope so.
best. I made it have a real good kick. It should keep them entertaining. It should at least be entertaining for us if it doesn't fail them.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just a bit
short.
sad we couldn't convince them to sit with us. It would have
Right.
been really interesting conversation.
Right?
But I have some rations and some cans with I actually quite like the mixture they have. So if you're hungry, I can help.
Perfect. And I mean, I still have some other food that I can use for us. It's just not fresh meat like Pat was. It's more dried and various other
I'd
things.
love to go with you tomorrow to hunt if that's okay. Maybe we can find
Absolutely.
something.
Absolutely. I'm fairly decent at it, but more eyes are always useful.
Shortly after you've pulled all your cooking utensils inside the dome, they are arriving again, and you already hear their stomping on the ground. As they're coming back, also attracted by the new fresh smell. So, and you hear them talking to each other and going straight forward to the food. I guess you're watching them while they eat.
Their show now for the night, which is
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a TV show.
We have our popcorn, just watching.
So it is quite entertaining to see how they are talking with each other, basically taking each other's food. So because they are
Hemlock's translating
Don't
over to
they-
the side in different
Yeah.
voices.
do they share Do you think they share a stomach?
You want me to
Isn't
ask?
it all going?
They probably do, right?
Yeah, it's one stomach, I guess, right?
So
all
it
go to
doesn't
the
really
same
matter.
place?
I'm gonna turn towards it while it's eating, and I ask in Orcish. So, does that go into the same belly?
Hey, let me roll for it if they even seem interested in you.
Yeah,
Well, they don't notice you at this point. Like one of them looks at you, doesn't see anything new, and goes back to eating. And it doesn't take so long, like probably around 5 minutes after they've stuffed everything into them, and they start to search the rest of the surrounding area for more food.
All right. Do they react to the spices at all? Like,
Not really.
okay.
Well, hearty creatures, I did my best at that.
Yeah, apparently.
Mhm.
Well,
You
are they like
see-
leaving the area to search for food, or are they like searching
They-
within the area?
They are searching around the area because that was the point where they found something. So
Well,
they are basically also smashing once against the dome.
Gotcha.
So but it seems like they are not that smart as they smashed against the wall like something there. So they are searching for around 20 more minutes before you can see them leaving again into the forest.
Well,
Well, that went rather well, actually.
It's nice to see you.
Yeah, I mean,
Have a good
they
evening.
got a nice meal. Good for them.
And we didn't die. That's nice.
Yeah, that's
That's
that's a very great benefit. Yeah.
I now know not to waste spices on whatever the hell that was. So
yeah, true.
oh, sorry about that. Maybe if we can, do I know if there's like dwarven settlements like around the area at all?
Dwarven settlements. Well, in this
Or
particular,
like dwarven communities and cities, or you know, like any.
well, there's not like this central dwarven community. They are kind of spread out over the towns in the area, so there is no special place for them to gather. So in this area where you are right now, this is a bit away from Northwind Gate. In this forest, I know the next bigger town from Northwind Gate is Whiteport. So which is on the coast. So this is quite a bit away. So that's the closest, actually. Even oh no, there is a smaller village which is the Wolfberg Pass. So, but this is also like quite away.
Okay.
There are not many people spread around this area.
Well, I was just asking because dwarves are known to have really intense spices, so I was hoping maybe we could get ruin some, but it's fine.
it's all right. There's always another town. Spices come and go, you know. It looks, I don't know about you, and you see him look at the dome and goes, "This is only up for 8 hours, and I'm a little sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should go rest now, definitely.
Should we put up a watch just to make sure our big old friend doesn't come back?"
No, if you don't mind, I can take a watch. So, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the perimeter around the.
Yeah,
around the
great,
dome.
awesome. Good night. I'm going to sleep then. All right.
I can be awake in the morning to be aware when the dome goes down. So
Perfect. Well, see you in the morning.
Hemlock just goes outside of the dome and like pulls up his cloak and everything and leans against the dome to like also keep a watch on
Okay.
the area.
Well, from the inside of the dome, you also see outside.
Yeah, but I want to feel the cold evening air
Okay.
for a little bit. Just a
Okay,
little bit
cool.
of...
The freezing, like, minus 20 degrees Celsius.
kinda.
It's refreshing, okay?
So you feel the cold air crawling under your clothes, and it's a bit fresh out there, you would say.
Okay, after 5 minutes I go back inside.
Here I was ready to describe the scene. Okay.
I was trying to be just like, yeah, I'm the rough watcher in the night. I'm sitting out in the snow. Oh no, this is cold. And,
Yeah, I wanted to describe like the area, what you see and what you don't see, and the stars and the moon and everything. Nope.
rip back in the dome.
There's cloud. There's a sky that you saw. Yeah, the dome is much more comfortable when it comes to temperature. So yeah, there's nothing that happens during the night for you. In the morning, I guess Afar is the first person to wake up again.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'll
they're-
be taking like the last watch.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
you know, to be awake when the dome goes down.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, they would be doing the meditation anyway and the little
Yeah.
stretches and stuff. So should I roll perception or anything?
There is nothing that well, actually, yeah, you can give me a perception.
Why?
Oh
Of the evenings really bad. 11.
11. Yeah. What is your passive perception?
21.
Well,
I see
As
all.
as you're looking around, your attention is directly drawn as you closer looking around towards one of the trees. The bark seems really old, and then there's one thing in the corner of your eye that you can see. There's something laying in the snow, something small.
Guess was it there yesterday? We just didn't notice, or is it new?
Right now there is more light, so you probably didn't notice it because it was dark out there, even with your dark vision.
I will take my stick
Mm-hmm.
and go investigate and poke it.
Okay, yeah, investigate pocket. You see there is something like there's a leather band with some kind of talisman hanging around it, laying in the snow. Probably was lost by the attendant that passed by the night before and took your food.
I'll hook it on my staff and like,
Yep.
have it slide onto my hand and look at it.
What is your survival score? Your normal?
Survival is +3.
+3, so that's pretty good. You will definitely know that this looks like rabbit's food.
Oh, so like a luck related. Do I know?
like a lucky
Yeah.
ball? What?
What
You
people-
will
yeah,
you will know this.
That's why
like
I
a luck
couldn't.
charm.
That's
of
why I
some-
couldn't
of some kind.
polymorph him. He was protected by the rabbit's blessing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the rabbit wasn't lucky.
Does it look really old? Like, I mean, I guess it was on top of snow, so it probably just fell.
Yeah.
Because if not, it would be covered and stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay, what size is it for like a normal humanoid medium creature? Or...
Well, since it's a rabbit's food, is this? I will say not that tall, probably around this size for a normal human creature.
yeah.
So,
but
there
just
was a
wanted
lot
to know, like
around
maybe
hanging
the
around the Etin, so that was one of the things that.
It was
that-
a giant rabbit.
Yeah.
or maybe it was like a really long chain on it or something, you know.
Yeah, the chain is pretty long. So the leather band, it seems like it was partly ripped apart as you're looking on it. There it's like, okay, this seems like it's broke apart. You can see on the other side of the band that's where it broke off. It's quite long.
Okay.
So maybe tying up some fur around one of your legs will actually pretty easy with this.
Oh.
I see. Well, I'll keep it, and when
Mhm.
everyone, whenever we're having breakfast, I'll
Yeah.
tell everyone. But since I didn't really
Okay.
notice any danger, I'll just
Mhm.
let them sleep, and
Yeah.
because I guess I don't really notice anything else apart from
No,
it's a lock
there's-
charm from
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
the giant.
So
As you'd be getting back probably around, early in the morning, you see Rowan shoot up and starts kind of mumbling to himself, and then like pauses and like mumbles to himself again, and then he'll like look up towards you and goes, Sadria just contacted me. Got it in my brain space. Looked around to everyone else sleeping. What time is it? How early is it?
what time is it?
Okay,
That knows, so-
wait. She sent this right in the morning. It's
And said very in all capital letters. Very
yeah,
early.
it's around by now around 6:30 in the morning.
Ma.
Yeah. So just sunrise. I'll tell Rowan, you just missed the sunrise.
Oh, that was probably really nice. Well,
It was,
probably
I painted it.
enough.
and I show him a watercolor sketch on my sketchbook.
Well, that's amazing. It's very nice.
Sorry you missed it, but
Oh,
at
that'll do.
least-
That'll do.
Yeah, Allyria's gonna wake up from all that talking at some point.
just like shut
Started
up.
to wonder, like, oh, what is going on? Why are you all up? What happened?
Rowan will reach over and like paw at Hemlock.
No.
Sorry to wake you up so wee early in the morning, but we got a lovely message from our little insider in the cult.
Oh, and well, share.
Well, confines of a message and everything. Apparently, they wake up and then pray and then eat and then pray again. So there's a big chunk of time early in the morning, like now, like this early in the morning, where people won't be out and about. Now, that would be a good time for us to sneak around, but if we're caught, it'll be really hard for us to convince them that we're part of them or that we're even supposed to be there. Also, there's apparently a lady with white hair that is in charge of everything.
Alright.
So
Useful
we should
info.
keep an eye out for her. I'm sure if that's her most defining feature, it probably very stands out from the rest.
White hair.
And that's all I got. Food
So-
subpar.
Alright, if like everybody is then, I don't know, somewhere to pray, so then we can maybe sneak in and try to find that orb?
We could try to sneak in and find the orb. If they have an orb, I'm sure it would be in the leader's personal
Yeah,
accoutrement.
yeah.
So then we need to find out where that white-haired lady has her chambers. Get in there. Try to find the orb stone.
I mean, can't
Just-
Sadria tell us where that might be? I mean, she probably knows where that white-haired lady is always going to, or where she stays.
She probably would. We could have. How close are we to our destination, where we think we're going?
That would be still like a day of walking.
Okay. Well, we have another day. We could make the journey, and when we get there, see if we can set up a place to meet with Sadria, or at least get some information to go and find where it is.
Maybe we can come up with a plan while we walk.
And then we'll also have a better view of what this place looks like, because we keep saying we're sneaking in, but this place could be a fortress for all we know.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the the dead dragon we saw. We don't know what else is there at the camp.
They could have their own dragons, which
Exactly.
is a terrifying thought to think.
Could you ask?
Yeah, and that is
You-
our goal in the end, isn't it? To see a living dragon. I mean, get the orb. Yes, indeed. Totally. Okay.
I mean, no, it's too late. I thought I will ask Rowan, like, can you contact Cedria at all?
I believe. Yeah, I can. I can use the same spell that she uses to contact. 25 words or less.
Well, it would be good to use this last day to come up with a plan, so maybe she can give some, information on what the building, what the place is like, and schedule. But also, are there any signs of actual dragons, and specifically any worship of white dragons?
True. Well, I did mention that we saw a dead dragon, and she
Okay.
didn't really acknowledge it. So she wasn't like, "Oh, there's dragons here too."
Yeah.
So I feel like
Maybe
that probably would've-
silver dragons, in which case they might be, maybe this was the dragon they were worshipping, and they
True.
either they helped with it or they're very sad about it.
Maybe they sacrificed it or something.
True. Quite a lot of questions to fit in 25 words.
I think it would be more important to get like kind of a layout of the camp where she is at or whatever she is in. I mean, we could use some descriptions of the ways, where stuff is, where the prayer hall is,
If we want to be a bit tactical about it, Rowan, I think, depending on, we don't know what we're going to face this day, and I'd rather have your magical energies still ready for the day. I can use a spell myself to reach out to Cedria
Oh,
and just ask her if she can keep an eye on important buildings, any kind of other routines that would be useful to know, and other valuable persons in the camp.
That might be good. And you see Rowan kind of rub his eyes and goes, like, "You're more fluent with words than I am anyway, so this lyrical challenge may be just your thing."
You saw how I dealt with my words with these giant yesterday, right?
you
Oh,
could
they were
have
just
given them the
uncultured.
bread hemlock. Why didn't you?
It was
Give
good
them-
bread, Allyria.
Well, we have still more. Rowan can always bake bread.
But
Kenny?
it was my...
Of course, he's a cook. What do you
guess-
mean?
I'm a cook, not a baker.
Damn it, Jim!
Damn it, Jim!
I'm sure we can get you ingredients and then you bake all the
Yes.
bread.
What?
I'm a nerd.
Always worth it to try. I'm always down to learn new ways to making.
I was like, oh, we haven't got an oven, but like we have pans, I guess, so we
Hey,
can
that's-
make flat
Pans.
bread and things like
Make
that.
like a bread.
If you can
Makeshift
make
one.
things with your hands in Animal Crossing, we can bake bread without an oven in this game.
I mean,
Anyway,
it did make tacos for us last night. It can make like tortillas.
tortillas. Anyhow, Hemlock is going to, in that case, if we're packing up for the day, Hemlock is going to cast Sending to Cedria. And now I'm going to count my words. And if there's by any chance players from my home game watching, now they see me struggle with counting the words. Cedria, brave woman. Please keep an eye on important structures and other routines. Also, watch for important persons. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.
25 words.
Good.
Bye.
Very
Just
good.
one.
Perfect.
I totally did not waste a single word there. Everything was
No.
necessary. Everything was.
Fine.
Brave woman.
Sandra's just quietly sitting in prayer, and suddenly, Sandra, brave woman, just barrels into her brain.
Her hair just flares up. Just like,
So she knows it's addressed to her, of course. I mean,
That's very clear, right?
I mean, she
Brave
has to
woman,
know. Like,
God
who else
slayer.
could it be? Like,
No, look, I
That's her name.
could have gotten the wrong connection or something. Like suddenly
Yeah.
the operator puts me through to the wrong person.
yeah. Mhm.
please feel free to ignore this message if it's not addressed to you.
Yeah.
This is a collect call. Would you like to accept?
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
And this was the
That's
last.
25 words.
This is the last time that Hemlock did sending.
No, please, come on.
Oh, what? No.
It was great. You wouldn't like to see a third train do sending. I'm very happy they can't.
Yeah, can't either.
Just be like 3 words. And that's it. That's the whole message.
So I guess we're also, while that was happening, we were also breaking up camp and getting ready to go for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, at some point over the day, since it seems like she has quite a lot to do there, you will get one message that says there's a fixed shuttle. It's inside a cave.
Okay, is anyone actually paying attention to the words she's saying and not how many words?
Yeah,
Yeah, I am not counting. I am just listening right now.
There's a. I didn't quite
There
understand
are
the
a lot of people around.
Oh, okay.
And there in around 8 areas.
Around 8 areas. Okay. And the first part was it there's a shuttle or
Shuttle.
a shuttle?
Not a shuttle. Shuttle.
Did you?
There's not an airplane coming across to pick you up.
Could you buchstabieren that?
Well,
Oh.
yeah.
I guess schedule
Ah.
is also we.
Oh, schedule.
okay.
Yeah.
Schedule.
Schedule.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Schedule.
gotcha. All right. So okay, they stick. All right. Oh, while we're wondering, I get the message, and Hemlock just like freezes in his steps as he's like listening to the words. Well, there is a schedule. They have. There seems to be kind of a roster and everything to it. There's 8 different areas there.
Oh,
So that's really not a small camp they got
that
going
is
on
a
there.
lot. Yeah.
Very big.
So, if we're gonna go in there, we need to cover quite some ground.
We'll all have use of Zephyr back, so that should be able to help a bit.
Excellent, yes.
Also, I think Hemlock and I can, turn people invisible. That might
Exactly.
help.
Yes.
True.
So
Did she say anything else?
There was the schedule. There was a big place. There's a lot of people. Oh, there was a lot of people. There. It's very crowded, so I think there's gonna be, if we're not careful, many eyes watching us, unless we go invisible.
Should either not be seen or be purposefully seen.
Exactly.
Just join.
Mm-hmm.
Though I wonder, and at this point, Hemlock is moving again, and he's just talking while the rest keep trudging. I mean, Sadria tells us these people are hard to infiltrate and everything. But, I mean, what if at least someone of us tried to also just go in through the front door? I can do some talking with them, try to do a bit of smooth talking, get in there friendly, and then I become a distraction. While the rest of you have an easier time getting to
And
wherever...
what if that plan fails and we need to rescue you too?
Allyria,
point.
I can
I
get myself out of trouble. Like, worst case scenario,
Okay.
I go invisible, run away, and I'm safe.
Or you can
Okay.
teleport too, right?
Right, yes, at least over short distances.
That's if you can use your magic. We did just go through a labyrinth that was entirely anti-magic.
That is very true, but how likely is it that this is an anti-magic camp?
It's
True.
not. Sadra has been
True.
contacting us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right,
True.
right.
That
Good
is
point.
a good point.
So they're using magic. Okay, well, that plan might work. Yeah, alright.
So I would just while the rest of you get ready to infiltrate or go stealthy and silent, I'm just gonna be loud. That's the best thing I can do.
Alright.
I will admit that I'm not the most stealthy creature in existence.
I can do it.
Perfect.
I mean, we
Good.
keep together and then,
Invisibility would definitely help.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Do we want to send Hemlock in alone, though?
Or, if you don't want to be stealthy, Rowan, we do this together. Look, if you have Zephyr back with you, Zephyr can be your eyes in the sky, even if you're with me. So, you can keep an eye on the others, while also keeping an eye on me. And I keep an eye on you, so that everyone is keeping an eye on each other. It's a circle of eyes.
Do we have a way? I like that plan. That's a lot of eyes. But one question that has to do with ears is: can we communicate between our two groups? Because aren't we the two with message and sending?
That's true. Yeah, I cannot
that's a good-
send anything.
That is a very good point.
Allyria is good at bluffing, right?
Yeah, that's
So
that's
True.
true.
you probably could go with Hemlock, and you could convince the cultists, right? I don't think I could.
Or we do
Of
not at
anything.
all split the party and just go all invisible together and try to infiltrate.
We could, and then Hemlock, you could convince them out of a situation, maybe
Like as a backup plan.
as a backup plan.
Yeah.
Keep something in the back pocket.
Yeah.
I can always tap you with a bit of fire's breath if you need to look fancy, or dragon's breath. Sorry.
That's very... There's a lot of wisdom speaking there, yes. It's, keep the party together as much as possible, and if things hit the fan, we,
It's a fan.
that's some kind of strange contraption. They have it in a faraway country. It's, seems...
You ignorant fool!
Ignoramus, I've been on a boat. What do you want?
I didn't know you could have running water.
I only know it.
Flush a toilet. What is that? Just put it in a bucket.
I think we have a marvelous plan here.
All right. And we're gonna
Okay.
plan on doing it early in the morning, right? When they're all praying and eating and praying.
Yeah, but the thing is, let's not forget, we first have to deal with these cultists at the hideout we're going to now. Let's not forget that.
Isn't that the same place? Oh wait, no, we're stalking the other people. Right. Right.
Okay, somehow the whole conversation was basically like you're stalking yourself a bit.
Yeah, because we're just now first going to the hideout in the mountains,
Yes.
while Sadria's already in the forest. So we're already making a plan for basically the next step of our endeavor.
Wait, no, but we were
This-
told that they're not in the forest anymore. We got that
No,
confirmed
we're in
last
the
week, didn't we?
mountains.
We were about to go to the cave, weren't we?
Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
Yeah, because they kicked.
but Sadria's in the forest.
No, Sager is
No,
already
Sager's in the mountain.
In the mountain.
Yeah.
Then I-
Sager is
Because-
already in the cave.
Then I completely blanked on that. My apologies. No, then it's fine. Then yeah, Hemlock just goes like,
All
"Wait,
good.
all good, okay."
A small note. Please. So we continue onward.
Yes. I thought I will start, since they're fine with the plan and they're good at not being perceived. They will trust that and go to look for animals to hunt. So look a bit further in where we're going, so we don't spook them when we arrive. So like they will scout ahead. And if they find something, they will let Rowan know, and maybe we can
Okay, so you're
hunt on our
working.
way.
You're working the rest of the day.
Yes.
Walking and hunting. Hunting and walking.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Walking, stopping.
You can give me a survival check for the hunting.
Okie dokie.
Who wanna go hunt?
If it is in some way possible, I would like to use Bardic Inspiration to inspire whoever is going to hunt.
Yeah, sure.
Like, so that means that you can add
Your
a...
survival better than my survival. My survival is pretty average.
Well, my survival is a +6, so...
I've had to survive quite a while, but +6.
Yeah. We got the
Very
we got the
good.
survival bard and the survival wizard in this party. So
Right.
Nice.
I
No,
couldn't
I would like to
survive.
aid.
Yeah,
I would
fun.
like to aid with perception, not with
Okay.
survival. So like, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
if I
That makes sense. Yeah.
well, if we go hunting,
Okay.
if hunting is the thing, then Hemlock would like to help in the hunting.
Allyria, what are you doing? Do you want to go hunt as well as the rest
Just
of the group? Is
chilling.
like,
I will just observe and like
Okay.
go like at some point just like
Fireball!
"You're doing so
Instant.
well. Very
Instant.
good, so great, you guys."
Emotional support.
getting
shot
out your
that real
pom poms.
Yay!
Like yeah, just,
All right.
you know.
All right. So
Floating money on the side.
I have a total of 23 for survival.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
That's Bardic Inspiration.
that was good.
Before Hemlock became a bard, he was a legendary hunter. So-
Nice.
That's what he says.
Wow, I can't math today. 25.
Ooh.
Okay, our
Once again, Hemlock is outdone in survival by Rowan.
This is great. I love this.
Afar, or did you roll in perception?
Oh, I rolled a 10. I rolled
A
really
10.
low.
Okay, Afar is like, oh, that looks pretty nice with the snow on top of the trees.
Your
Yes,
artist,
yes,
Starts
it's
your
making a
artist eye gets
sketch on the
distracted.
sketchbook, completely
Yeah.
loses track.
and you see in some birds in there.
Yeah.
You see,
well,
you think it's just because Rowan is good
Mm.
at survival, but it's really because he uses magic missile to do all his hunting.
Yeah. So and Hemlock is like, it's like, oh, there's a rabbit, and Rowan already shot it down.
The problem with Hemlock is he tries to be dramatic about getting the rabbit, but that's just like the time that Rowan needs to already claim the prey.
Yeah.
So Hemlock's like, haha, I will get this, and it's dead already.
Yeah, exactly.
So some would call
Puff
me
of
an
snow.
predator.
Yeah. Very good job, you guys. Athar and I, we were, looking at them. A tree and birds. Oh, look, birds. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see, there's
Yeah.
a nest. If you look up there, you can see that they have some eggs on there.
Yeah, they're
So
cute.
probably
Yeah.
there's just one bird. So probably the other one has gone to gather.
Yeah,
some
they are
eggs
small
and
titmouse.
spice.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
nice.
make a sketch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we both draw, so we're just like
Yeah.
one next to the other. Like, oh yeah, did you see that? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Hemlock and Rowan come back with like a few rabbits and other things, and
Yeah.
Hemlock says like, "Oh, our artists are doing their job again," as he sees the two of them painting.
Well, I'm not much, use for hunting, so yeah.
No worries, we have the greatest hunter in the land here, and I point at Rowan.
Oh, no.
So
I'll
yeah.
have to go fluffing my mane that way.
But yeah, you two were successful. That's great. I like meat. That is good.
I like meat.
I like meat.
Allyria
It's
2021.
nice that you. It's nice that you hunted some. That is good.
D&D is full with inspirational quotes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how much did we get? So next time we have to bribe an Etten, I know how much I
Yes.
have to barter with.
Yeah, how many rabbits or foxes did we get approximately?
You've got around 3 rabbits and 1 fox.
Nice.
Nice.
Increasing it up to 3. Cool. All right.
Then I guess we continue a journey, and
Yep.
that's
So
the summary
yeah,
of the day.
of the
walking.
Of the hunt.
the hunting trip. Sparkle.
Sparkle.
When you're getting close to the cultist's cave, as you start picking through the forest, you can see a small clearing cut by steep mountainside. And across this, you can see there is a wooden door. This is set at the base of a frost-covered, almost vertical cliff wall. And you can see there are 2 figures standing in front of it. Both have these dark green robes with deep hooded stand guard on, and they're standing guard on each side of the door. As you look over the area, and I guess afar with the highest passive perception, you'll see there is a tiny farm and a ramshackled sheet with a small enclosure made from uneven stone blocks. That is more to the south, away from the entrance of the cave. So you get the image of this, that they might provide their own food there. There's deep snow covering the area, and since you're already used to your surroundings, you're pretty sure that this will muffle all the sounds. But there is total silence around you.
Oh wait, as soon as I notice total silence, I will stop.
Yeah,
the
and
party.
sometimes you hear just the tiny oink of a pig
Oh, okay.
from the farm that's going there. And you can also see as you're stopping, because you just see the noise and nothing else you can see. Coming closer towards you is a tiny pig that probably left the farm, searching for something on between the snow on the ground.
Oh. So I'll just like kneel down
Mm-hmm.
to see the little pig.
Yeah. Don't not much attention to your side. It just
I look at
just
Rowan.
walking around, snuffing on the ground.
I look at Rowan and Hemlock and Allyria.
Do you also think what I think, bacon? Yeah.
I mean, it did cross my mind.
Guys, what? No. It probably...
right, focus. Yes, absolutely. I know. Yeah. All right.
Puts his chef's knife away.
No.
Cracks his claws.
I was more wondering if it's supposed to be out here.
Well, probably not, I suppose. But I mean,
Those
well,
seem rather random.
yeah.
Should
Is it a
we
normal
follow
pig? No, I would just put it back. But well, I know you
Is it a
have
cult
special.
pig?
Is this like Zephyr?
Oh.
Do you think that's a familiar? I don't know.
Well, if we kill it and it disappears, it's a familiar. if we kill it and it turns into bacon,
Yeah, it's a perfect plan. A win-win.
It's
The
too
real
small.
pig.
It needs to
Wow.
grow more. No. Not
Baby
killing it.
bacon.
Just-
I polymorph it into a snow bunny. No, it's
Okay,
Well,
why?
no. I'm
I
not.
guess.
These hooded figures you mentioned.
Yep.
Are they? Can we see if they're looking in our direction? Are they doing anything?
They are just standing there, unmoving. It seems like they are overlooking the area, since there's a clearing in front of the door. So if there's anything that comes closer to them, they will probably notice. You figure that much. So
Okay.
Hemlock, I have an idea. You wouldn't happen to have in your repertoire of spells the ability to command something, do you? Or any one of our lovely spellcasters?
No. Unfortunately not.
Well, not to command, but I could force them to laugh. And not do anything else but laughing. Or I can hold them in place.
Well, I was kind of thinking of commanding the pig to go over to them and poke them a bit, see if they react, see what they react like. Since it's cold, if we look at the cultists, can we see like puffs of breathing coming from them?
Yep.
Okay.
They are definitely alive.
Okay.
Okay.
If
that's
you
good.
wanna ask.
That's good.
this.
That's good.
Or even more just like real, I suppose. So that's good. My paranoid self. Well, if there's one door, I have to go in. There's a. Did anyone know? Rowan will look around the area to see if he can see any other way of getting in, or if he can see the farm that Athar saw with their passive.
How far did you mention the farm?
But yeah, I would have described.
Okay. So everyone will know about the farm.
Okay, cool.
With the other entrance, you can give me a perception check if you want.
Okay. Am I good at that? I'm decent. That wasn't.
That wasn't decent.
That wasn't decent at all. With a +5, that's a 14.
Oh well, as you look around, do you move at all, or you're just standing there basically like, yeah, I'm here, I'm doing good?
I'm trying to not like be noticed, I suppose. I would like kind of stay from like the position we're at and see if I can see anything from where we are currently. I wouldn't be trying to like scout ahead or anything like that. It's not my strong suit.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing what I can see from this location here.
As you look around, you don't see any other entrance in the surrounding area. So
Is this for the main hideout? Yes?
Yep.
Or Sadre's? Okay, so this is just...
So just
We could do a distraction. There is Athar saw the farm, and if that's the farm for the cult, they won't want their food going to waste.
Hey, Allyria, you want to burn something down?
Sure, always. What?
That will alarm them, though. They could call more people. Fire doesn't just...
True. Maybe something more.
fire doesn't
No.
fall things.
Something.
Yeah, it does.
What? It
Fire doesn't fall from the sky.
Hemlock.
Meteorite just lands.
It seems like you've been itching to polymorph something. How about you polymorph our little piggy here into a big old nasty wolf? Or something that would hunt the other pigs in that area. So they polymorph, they gain their mental stats, don't they?
Ooh, that is
if-
a interesting idea. Is
And
the
even
is the
if
little
we can't, we could put in the direction.
is the little
I
pig
could let out a big roar.
is the little pig still next to us?
It already moved a bit away.
I'm going to carefully
Poor
approach.
person.
I'm going to look at the little pig. touch the hilt of my sword, and then reach out with my hand and cast Polymorph at the pig. And I want to turn it into a wolf.
Woohoo.
And it has to make a wisdom saving throw. I am hoping that the pig is not wise.
I mean, should work, right?
I don't think that there are stats for pigs.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Don't know.
Let me look at this.
Maybe use a boar, or...
There's actually a monster called pig.
But perfect!
don't
We have pigs.
I think that's a normal...
Yeah,
Is this a
probably
normal
not.
pig?
The most
Small
powerful
beast
creature in the game.
underlined.
CR25.
Has a wisdom of 0. I mean 10, so 0 modifier.
Yeah.
No, right.
And has no saving throw proficiencies, I think?
Are we on the same page? Because I have a pig which is a medium beast underlined.
There's a small beast underlined.
With a wisdom of 9, which is a -1.
Yeah.
One of you might be using official, one of you might be using homebrew.
Yeah. I'm on D&D Beyond.
Mm.
I have the pick from Storm King's Thunder.
Yeah.
Nice.
I also have the one from Storm King's Thunder now, and that is indeed with a -1 in wisdom.
Okay, let's see.
Wonderful.
Hey, he can it can still roll an 18 and still make it. An 18 or
That's
higher.
why.
But
Don't wish a
But it's a
natural 20 on this.
It-
Blitz.
it's
Rolled a 19, not a 18.
No!
It rolled a 19.
How
You're
dare
just
you?
losing all of your
So-
polymorphs.
So you see Hemlock standing there, and he like reaches out with his hand, focuses on the magic, and he's pretty sure he can shape change a pig.
yeah, what the heck?
And then
Can you?
the pig just stands there, looks at him, and walks away.
Oh
That is the weirdest thing. I mean, it's a
my
pig. How can it just? I'm,
gosh.
okay, well.
Hemlock. You did understand that the plan was to polymorph the pig, right?
Yes, Rowan. Yes. I
Oh.
If we need a distraction, shall I just go talk with these people? I'm good at that.
But then they know you're there. And then we can't all sneak in invisible.
I'm gonna make up a different person. Like, I'm just not gonna tell, like... I'm just gonna...
Let's say it's going to the end of the day by now. And you can see, as you're discussing this with each other, we're going into a break.
Alright.
Like, I wish we could have gotten that two-headed giant's number.
Give him a quick
Like,
ring.
there's a whole farm.
There's a whole farm, lot of piggies.
We do have sending.
But they're probably very far
Oh, they
away.
were a day away.
We walked.
Yeah.
We walked for
Never
a day.
mind.
Yeah.
Right, we walked for a day. Just wait for a day outside of the...
Oh, man.
it?
Where
are we supposed to go?
Magical resistant piggies. They,
Yeah, well,
It's
They just-
amazing.
like, damn. 2 attempts at polymorph in this session, and both of them fail. Ugh.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Well,
that's
third-
a good idea. See,
Third time's the charm.
yeah.
people in the chat being like, "You guys, do not think."
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you just bring a bard without any kind of mind control spells. It's
I mean, it could have worked.
Yeah.
Good.
It
Oh,
didn't, but it could have.
We'll find a way.
Hemlock
in.
was just defeated by a little piggy.
Will Hemlock get to polymorph anything? The world may never know.
Find out after the break.
That's a good transition. I'll put us on break. We'll be back in like what, 10 minutes? 10
Yeah, 10 minutes. is
10
okay.
minutes. So and
Alright.
20 to 10. See you then.
Oh.
Is the sound back? Is the sound back? Oh yes, the sound is back. People can hear me. People can hear us. Welcome
Check
back.
if the mics
Whoa.
are back.
Yes, the
Check,
mics are
check,
back.
check.
They're moving. The bars are moving.
Okay, great. Let's do this.
And there's
Yeah.
a map.
Oh yeah, there's a map. I've moved you to the new map, and you basically see. Oh, there's an entrance. Cool, isn't it? Well,
Yes.
anyway, before we're starting, also welcome back to the chat. We're just came back from our break, and I don't know how much of you already on our Discord. We have a Discord that you can join. You can click on the button below. It's pretty cozy there because it's small.
Yeah.
We also have a Twitter. That's the button directly beside it, which says Twitter, where you can find most information going on from what's happening, when are we streaming and stuff like this. You can follow us here on Twitch, or later when the VOD is up on YouTube, you can follow us there as well. Like and subscribe. I guess.
Right.
If you like our stuff, you can, and you already follow us, you can consider giving us a subscription here on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, the Twitch subscription is free. You just need to renew it every month. So that's the circle. And I guess, is this everything? Sometimes I'm forgetting things.
I think so.
I'm getting old.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, we are.
Time is an illusion. It's a construct. It's
Time is a construct.
I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, kind of. Well, anything else? Yeah, your peeps standing in front of a wooden door, 2 cultists in front of it. Let me change the music to give these a bit more mood.
Okay, so how about
we
I'd
try
like
to
clarify.
knock them out, and I disguise myself as one of the guards, and I don't know, Hemlock turns you others invisible, and we just walk in.
Athar's still like looking at the little pig that seems a bit lost and seems like the
Yeah.
cultists haven't really noticed.
Yep.
And they just say, could we could we maybe take the pig to the farm first before we, also we can check what there's in the farm.
Suppose.
And they point towards like the little farm building on the side.
I mean, if that's really a priority, I mean, yeah, I mean, we could. Why not?
I'm sure the cultists will be here if we get back.
Yeah, right.
That's-
Okay, let's rescue the piggy.
Yay!
Sure.
Athar will
So
try
we
to like
stealth through the
Yeah.
woods with the pig.
stealthily swoop up like on the cape, like the little pig, which I assume is
Okay.
not very big yet, right? Because it's like
No,
a
it's a small piggy.
piglet, and they will try and
Yeah, and there's a little bit louder squeaking noise, but not that loud. It's more like a surprise noise. And then it starts snuffing at you with its wet nose.
Okay, Athar will just sneakily go towards the farm
Okay, yeah.
very happily.
So as you're coming closer, you can see that this meager farm consists of a rickety shed. You can also see that there's a tumble-down chicken coop, a small field, and a tiny enclosure surrounded by a 2-foot wall of piled-up boulders. So it's not that big in all, but seems big enough for the cultists. So you can see that there's a skinny pig and 5 chickens searching the snowy ground for food scraps inside of this enclosure. Behind the shed there is a plank across a mitten pit where the cultists dispose of kitchen rubbish and waste that the animals on this farm can't eat. So, even though the land is highly unsuitable for farming, the farm yields enough food to sustain the cult together with sparse catch from simple traps and berries that they can pick in the surrounding area. You see that there are... what do I look at? That are at the moment 2 cultists working on this area.
All right. Plan 2. There's now enough cultists for us each to get a robe. We knock out these cultists, take out the cultists at the door, chuck them in the pit,
Oh,
And
that's
then-
terrifying. But that would work.
and then we can easily get in that way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sure.
I walk over to the pig and I pat it and says, "You did a good job, pig."
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll
You
do,
can't
pig.
see-
That's what I was looking for.
I'm very happy you can't see Athar's expression under the mask because they're horrified. They're very much not morally okay with this, but it's a plan.
What is moral?
Are
Alright,
still
so-
are still the cultists that are at the door while
Hmm.
we're saving the little piggy and noticing the structures of that? Are the cultists still unaware of us?
They haven't noticed you
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
I mean, you're still walking through the forest most of the time. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Keeping a wide perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a clearing
Mm.
before the door, so
Yeah.
we're... Yeah. How far away from the entrance to the farm?
I will say around 30-40 meters.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that pit that you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
are the cultists that are at the farm, are they close to the pit?
All of you followed afar to the farm.
Yeah.
Question mark. Because I,
I-
thought it's afar
Yeah.
and Rowan.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question, by the way. If all of us would have gone there,
Did you all want to come? Or did you guys stay and keep an eye on
Maybe
the...
we stayed back and
Yeah,
just
I-
waited.
yeah, I would-
guess.
Okay.
yeah, I would say Hemlock at least would have wanted to stay at a place where you can still keep an eye on the cultists at the door.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
While, if possible, also kind of like, if possible, like look in which direction the rest of the party goes,
Mm-hmm.
if that is possible.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can see where they are going. They're going
Okay.
Okay.
to the farm. So.
Okay.
If I enter the farm,
Mhm.
do the cultists at the door, at the main entrance, still can see me if I go in the farm? Or is that not?
You would guess that you should be a bit more stealthy, but if you're fast enough, they will probably not
Okay.
see you, or if you're not making so much noises.
Then I will look at Rowan.
Mhm.
So, I will take this piggy inside. But then, obviously, I will be seen. Do we want to just follow this plan? Do you want to go in with me?
I feel like the best thing to do is to be as quiet as possible. Maybe we do the pig after dealing with the cultists.
Well, yeah, we're going to the inside, too, so,
Yeah. How do you know how well I am rather skilled with a sword? I don't know if I can do quite enough to take him out fully. So I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I don't know if I can be quick enough so that they won't scream.
Could really use a cone of silence spell right now, couldn't they? I guess let's just maybe we can lure them over here. and do it here.
That's a good idea. Can you talk to pigs?
I can't, but I could make it. I went Australian.
It's all good. You've been lots of places.
I could make it scream, squeal a bit, just lightly, just a little prick. Draw him over.
I just put him kind of on the ground close to the door, like so that it sees the way, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, pork chop. And I extend a claw and just like scrape it down the side of the piggy so it will squeal a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise coming from this piggy.
And they'll hopefully like run, you know.
Yeah, of
Forward.
course it runs away from you.
Yeah,
It's
and
all,
then
there's also a lot of blood.
And then as soon as I feel so bad. As soon as
You wanted to make it into bacon.
Delicious
not-
bacon.
they call it pork chop.
I mean, right now it's half
I
bacon.
feel bad. Rowan doesn't feel bad.
Rowan
And
is a
then-
lion.
True. Rowan is just very, very hungry. And then as the second I see the cultists come, if the cultists come, and like I'm gonna wait till they're like in a line, and then I'm going to cast a spell at them.
Okay, so you see that the piglet is running away, basically screaming, because of the wound that you gave it, and running away. And you see that the cultists on the farm, their attention is wholly drawn to the piglet, and they're running for it. And you can hear the voices of them like, so where's all this blood coming from? Why is it wounded? Who did this? Or what did this?
I mean, it was outside. Like it.
It's a wolf. I'm a wolf. And then once they're within, how far away are we currently?
Oh,
Like 10 feet? 30 meters, 10 feet.
So 5 feet are 1.5 meters. Now get your calculators, kids.
100 meters away. Yes. 100 feet. Sorry.
Yeah, around this.
Perfect, actually. As they enter the 100-foot range, I reach up, scratch my mane, and pull out a clump of fur.
Okay.
And then pull out this small rod from my holster and skid it around. You see little sparks of electricity start skittering off the rod, and then a giant lightning bolt streaks 100 feet across and hits both of them, I believe, because it's in a line. Yep, each creature in the line. So I need them to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Please, please.
Don't be a polymorph.
So lightning bolts. Let's see.
A stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide.
I'm
Plus...
just seeing if there is any sensoric effect. Yeah.
Lightning
I can
ignites
see it.
flammable objects in the area.
Oh boy, there's trees.
Missed that part. Well, I was thinking more. I was thinking more the hay, probably.
Yeah. I mean, we are in the trees, but we're looking at like.
Yeah, and it's only anything that it hits within the 100-foot.
Okay,
5
yeah.
foot line.
Thankfully, there's nothing close to it that could get into.
Okay, great.
And there's
burst
no
into
thunderclap. I did check that there was no like loud 300-foot radius thunderclap happening. I did check that.
This is just the electricity.
Oh, poor cultists. Okay.
All tests. They could have maybe killed a dragon.
What do they need to roll?
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep. Is the save?
Oh, 13. My
Protein.
it's not very
Okay.
high.
I guess depicted as roasted.
Oh no.
Aha. So we
There's
got
bacon.
to that eventually. Alright.
how much damage does this deal?
Instant
If they
dinner.
fail, it's 8d6. If
86.
it doesn't fail, it's half as much. Actually,
Roll me
you know what?
d6.
Okay. And I think I'm actually gonna cast it at a higher level. Wait, hold on. Is this one I can cast at a higher level? Is this my
Yeah.
highest level? Oh, I can. I'm gonna cast it at 4th level, so I can actually
Do
Fuck 'em
96?
86.
86. Oh boy.
Let's go.
They gonna die, hopefully.
One question: did you want to save the ropes of them or not? Or basically, you didn't care about this.
Right.
Well, too late.
Too late
now.
Zappity zap zap.
Oh, too late now.
We'll see
Didn't
if we
think
can
that
mend them
through.
or
But they are flammable.
I have an intelligence of +2 actually. That's not that bad. Never mind.
I mean, no, you're
I'm
a
actually
wizard,
rather intelligent.
You're a wizard,
This is-
Rowan.
We're such an interesting party. We have a wizard with +2 intelligence but survival skill. There's a bard with high strength and survival skill. This is breaking the mold.
A wizard that didn't like learn in a university, but like
No, exactly.
practical magic.
Pirated the magic, literally.
Hmm.
Haha.
Take 25 damage, lightning damage total.
Okay, one of them saves and takes half this. That's why I was asking, because
Yeah.
this would actually also kill them.
Oh,
They don't have much HP. They're basically
You never know.
commoners.
With farmers.
They're
farmers.
they're cultists. They're basically
Look over to Athar.
they
Well,
don't even
I-
have time to scream for their lives. They are basically burning to
Perfect.
crisp in seconds.
Look, I did it.
that is just kind of
And there's this faint
Grasping
smell
the-
of bacon in the air.
that is just holding the part of their cape that had the piglet before. Just like
Sorry, I thought it would have gotten a bit farther away before I did. We'll get you another one. We have 25 dogs at home.
it's fine. Like it's not that like death scares them. It's just it was a cute thing. Okay.
Did the
Okay.
Did-
So
did-
I will go tell the others that we're doing this, and they
Alright.
sprint towards Hemlock and Allyria.
Mhm.
As
Rowan will
Rowan
head
might,
towards the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rowan goes towards the farm, picks up any bacon that's around, and.
It's in like video games, like it just immediately transforms to
Yeah,
bacon. It's not a
just
part
sitting
of
there
the
spinning on the
pig or
ground.
anything.
It's like Minecraft style.
Yep.
It's actually not Minecraft style. There's a dead pig laying on the ground.
oh
Ah, so I see
Oh.
some good news. Ah.
oh
Great.
Got the
I
bacon
will
after all.
stop
Ex-
Examine
proud
the
of you.
bodies.
stop making me feel bad for
Well,
the
they're
pig.
burnt to crisps.
Right.
There's not much to examine it. They were humanoid once.
Did they have medallions that maybe could not have burned?
These medallions are made out of wood, my good sir.
Oh, right. They are made of wood. I
Right.
forgot they were made of wood. Okay. Well, seeing that that's completely trashed, in
Mending?
hindsight, mending.
Burn to a crisp, a bit of mending can solve this.
Undo. Just
I'm
Control-C,
gonna-
Control-C.
I'm gonna make my way inside the farm. So it's
I didn't
like
see.
it's the
I didn't see
farm
anybody else in there, so.
and then like the small area for the animals. Is there-
Yeah, you see there's a larger pig searching on the snow. There are several chickens.
Is there like, and you said there was like a shed or something?
Yep.
I want to look in the shed and any of the other buildings for maybe like, I don't know, some backup ropes.
Just. Oh,
Well, no, I'm just gonna investigate the entire.
freshly from the dry cleaners. New ropes.
kept in the shed at the farm, where you store all your finest linens.
Oh, that's great.
100% polyester.
It was a good plan. I
We
could have just whacked them.
We
I
could
could
have
have just
whacked them.
whacked them.
Yeah,
but
why didn't you do that?
because
I got
Rowan-
excited.
Mm.
That's why.
All right.
Oh boy.
My bad.
You can't find anything of use in this farm except of some farming tools, but no rope, nothing that will help in that way.
This is why you fully read your spell, folks.
Would Athar at this point be back at where Hemlock and Allyria are?
Yeah, I'm quick.
Okay.
So I basically say, okay, so Rowan and I took care of 2 other cultists that were in the farm.
All
Excellent.
right.
Sadly, the plan was to get their clothes, but there's
Uh-huh.
nothing left of them.
Okay.
Well, now we can take care of these 2. They might put up more of a fight than the two in the farm, because the two in the farm would just obviously just farmers. But
We
these are
still
guarding
want to
the door.
take them out quietly, though. I mean,
Yes.
like 2 of us can turn invisible and then go over there and to just knock them out with something, I guess.
We just have to do enough damage so they don't scream.
And
None of us are rogues. There's no sneak attack bonus.
No. The time when you need a rogue.
I'm
I
not
wanna-
sure.
I
Give
would-
me a sec. Wait a second.
I have.
I think that Rowan, no, not that. That Bjorn actually mentioned that you kind of need to be careful.
I'm sure he did.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned this.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. They won't notice that the 2 people keeping their food supply alive aren't alive anymore. I'll chuck them in. You know what? That pig is very hungry.
Right. Can we
gets
just
to work?
Can't we just instead, before we create more dead folk here, can I give it a try to just talk to these ones and get us in? Just want to give it a try.
Yeah, I mean,
But
sure.
if they sound
Why
the
not?
alarm, it will be a problem.
Wait, I'm
maybe-
gonna take every precaution I can, and Hemlock is going to cast Enhance Ability on himself. And I'm gonna use Eagle Splendor from that, which means I have advantage on Charisma checks.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna work that magic, like comb my hair back a little.
How do you want to present yourself?
Well-
what kind of? I mean, for you, this is kind of an act. That
Yes, I'm gonna put on a full act.
What is your act?
My act is that my name is actual. I am Basil, and I am I have come from afar to seek an audience with the white-haired one, and I'm going to put on this really serious face. I'm gonna have my clothing a little bit disheveled, like it's like looks like I'm really just walked a long way, and I'm just gonna walk up to them, try to pull up a straight face, and I'm just gonna stand in front of them, make myself as tall as possible. I mean,
Okay.
I'm a half orc, and just gonna go. I need to speak with the white-haired one.
So they will stop you in your track as you're coming closer towards the door. Speak. Who are you?
I've gone by many names, but for now, the people who know me call me Basil.
Is this because of your color?
Maybe. What do you care? I need to speak with the white-haired one. I've been given a message I can only give to her. It is a dire message.
So, you're coming here and want to speak to the white-haired one with a message for her without knowing her name.
Are you standing in the way of the quest that I have taken upon myself?
Well, obviously it seems.
Then you go die!
Are you sure that you want to be the one that, once I stand in front of the white-haired one, tell her that you stood in my way, that you defied the will of the dragons?
You seem that their eyes narrow. We have orders to be more careful around these days. So, if you have a message for her, you can clearly give this to us. If you're not associated with us.
How wise to be careful.
Did you have the medallion?
Sadria has that. We gave it to Sadria
Sure.
to make this whole
She
thing for
needed to-
her easier. I'm going to do my best to keep up the act.
Hmm?
And I saw the dragon, you know. The one out there in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Dead. That must have been her doing, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Are they giving me any kind of thing I can work with? Like anything like...
Tough,
are
tough
they...
audience.
Are they... Is there any... When I mentioned the dragon, is there any sign that I hit a...
Give me an inside check.
Insight. Okay. Crap. That's a total of 6.
A total of 6.
Yeah.
With your total of 6, they seem pretty unfazing to you. Not moving a little bit. It seems like their faces are complete stone for you.
All right. I look
You
away.
can. The one thing that's rather obvious for you to see is that one of them scans the area if there's someone else.
No, we can't have that.
So if you have a message that give this to us, we will send it further, and you can go on your way.
Tell the white-haired one that the secret has left the labyrinth, and that only I know where she can find it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just give one last look to them, pull up my hood, and try to do like a little bit of the edgy main character side stare at them as I turn around.
The shadows darken around your face.
Yeah, and turn around and trudge away from them. And while I have my back to them, like, I go back into normal hem look, way of looking, and I just mumble to myself, like, terrible crowd, and go back to where my to where my allies are.
Okay, yeah.
And I go back to them like, all right. The good news is, they are a really tough crowd, and that's a really good news actually. The bad news is they're a tough crowd.
So you couldn't deceive them. Dang it. Okay.
No. So I think there's only one thing left. Allyria, throw a fireball at them.
I thought we wanted to have the
No,
robes.
I was joking. This is not what we're going to do.
Okay, I mean,
No.
I would have done it, but
No.
yeah.
No.
The robes.
So,
Oh
bonk.
shit.
A Thar? Wait. Can you think you can take them out with one bonk?
I mean,
No.
I can turn two of you invisible.
But I could.
Or me and someone else, and then we go over there and whack them real good, and then,
That
maybe
could
it works.
work.
Yeah, I can
You know,
also.
if I strike them more than once,
And
very quickly.
Remember, if you take an action, like attack action, with
Yeah, you're not
invisibility,
longer
you...
invisible, but it's fine because you're behind them, and then you just whack.
Okay.
If we're going to do the invisibility thing, Hemlock is also going to upcast it, so I can also turn two people invisible.
Oh.
I'm just gonna turn.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess we can't go, like, hide going towards the door, really, so.
The problem is, I think, it's a very open space in front of the door.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to try to go stealthily, that's going to be a problem. I think it would be easier to be invisible while doing this.
Yeah, and then go behind them and whack.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you have some really good approaches to there.
Rowan's gonna cast message because he's still at the farm.
Mhm.
He doesn't know what's happening here.
Right, yes, Rowan, no!
And he's gonna go, hey, I've kind of cleaned up the mess I made here. The pig is nice and fed, but I did have an idea. If you guys want to make your way over to this farm, could have a plan.
Who of us do you send it to?
Allyria.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we're coming. So, guys, Rowan has a plan, apparently, so we should go back. Before we do something stupid. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Good, yes. And we go over,
Yeah, we'll go to the farm then.
walking by the remains of the cultist and the pig. And
Yep.
Which now the remains of the cultists are being fed to the remaining pig, that is in the stall, to get rid of that evidence.
Crunchy.
I mean, they were like jerky, I guess. But
Just
as
black.
you all approach, you see Rowan looking around, and he's like trying to break various like bits of building and trying to make it look more dilapidated than it already has, and like taking his claws and like scratching pieces of wood.
Yeah.
I was, well, Hemlock, you have your hood up. That usually means you did some acting.
I went a little bit into my method acting, yes.
How'd it go?
Terrible.
All right. Like polymorph level bad, or like eviscerating people you didn't mean to eviscerate bad?
Somewhere halfway in between.
All right.
What are you doing here? What are you refurbishing the place?
Well, I have an idea.
Oh.
I'm guessing that the two cultists are still sitting at the doorway.
Yup.
Well, I could probably draw them over here, thinking that something bad's happening, and we could set up an ambush for them. They come in, see the damage made by some sort of beastie, and then we pounce on them and not use flame or lightning, so we can take their robes, but also get rid of them as well. Now, this doesn't solve a problem of someone will eventually check in for these folks. So I could either distract them and then you all run in and I try to get away, or if one of you can teleport with me, I could distract them over here, teleport away and sneak inside. And they just come and see torn apart scene of carnage. from some monster or creature that destroyed their farm.
But if we already have them here, got them lured here, we have a good position here, we could at least get the drop on them and knock them out at least.
It's true. We could knock them out, but then they would eventually wake up, wouldn't they? And when they wake up and get knocked out, be a little suspicious.
Yeah, but by that time we're already in there. We found the
True.
Orb Stone, we got Sadria out of there, and we are the heroes.
You have way more optimism than I do.
It's what gets me through this day, friend.
Optimism.
Flashback to the failed polymorphs.
Looks over to the incinerated bodies.
Horrible.
Well, what do the rest of us think?
Yeah, I
Should
think
we
it's a good idea. Yeah.
should we pounce on them here and take them from the picture, or distract them and sneak in when they're over here investigating here?
Look, I think we shouldn't take too many risks here. If we can pounce on them here and at least get them
Yeah.
knocked out for now, that's
It's safer.
yeah. And then we can at least get in.
And then we can still be invisible
There is
when we're inside.
wait, there's one last thing I want to check. One last thing. Sadria is in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
I'm gonna send another sending spell to Sadria.
Hmm.
And I am going to send a sending spell and say, we are at the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
There are cultists outside. We need to get in. Can you help? That's the message, the sending I sent to her.
I would say. Let's say it's shortly before this time. So she will send, and you could hear that her voice is more hushed than before, and will say, "I can't help you now. They are taking me to the dinner. Try to distract them or something."
You see Hemlock go like out of nowhere, like
Fine.
uh
Also, what time is it? Like, it took us
It's
a day
it's
to get
around-
here.
It's probably around 7 p.m. right now.
Okay, because it took us a day to get
Yeah.
here, and we haven't slept yet. So
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah.
okay, so Sadria is being taken to a dinner? And
I guess it's just.
It's supper time, probably.
yeah, exactly. But she says we need to get a distraction. Well, I think we kind of figured that ourselves. So
Yeah.
then in that case, I fully vote for setting up an ambush here, getting the cultists in here, and then just jump on them.
Yep. Sounds good.
Full frontal confrontational action here.
Mm-hmm.
And no fire, no lightning.
How do we?
Noted.
How do we get them in here
That-
without
that I
calling
can-
for help first?
Well, their job is to guard, so hypothetically, if they hear something strange, that's a good point. And then even if they come and check us out when we take them out, what about the next shift? This is a cult. I'm sure they have a pretty keen eye on all of their members.
Can I help you a little bit with this?
You're the DM.
I'm just asking you. I mean,
I s-
Citra mentioned that they are there's a dinner happening
Mhm.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
So she also mentioned that they have a really tight schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So that they're. I think that something that your characters will notice is like there might, if there will be some other guards coming, that might be around this time, so that
Change of
all
the
of them
guard.
can get something to eat.
Change of the guard, yeah.
Yeah.
But that would still, even if they change the guard, that would still mean that there's going to be guards at the entrance.
Yeah, sure. New guards
New guards.
that
New
haven't
guards.
seen Hamburg.
Which But that would also mean if they,
True.
if we lure out the guards out now, the next shift that comes will notice, hey, where's the last shift? So.
But I can disguise myself as only one of them and maybe pretend that the other one is, I don't know, somewhere, like, taking a leak.
Yeah.
Can I suggest something for you?
Why don't we try these new guys with Hemlock again?
How?
Or maybe not.
How tall are the guards?
You would say, one is a bit taller, which will fit up Rowan's stature.
Wow.
Very tall.
Big
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah,
Big
he's very
boy.
big. So, and the other one will fit around a farce size.
So tall and small.
Yeah.
Great.
But like, wait, like
We should get their clothes.
the two guards who are guarding the door. The door's closed, right?
Yep.
So when the change comes and we're all invisible, can't we just sneak in where the door opens and then I don't know, we're in?
So how about then we
Good.
wait out
I mean,
the
yeah.
we wait out the shift of the guards, get our invisibilities ready, and when there's a window of opportunity, we can sneak in invisibly. If not, we still have the backup plan of trying again Mr. Basil trick, or we still have the option of luring those guards out to the farm. We basically
the only problem is, I don't think it's going to be very tight to try and go through the open door with the guards going in and out without bumping into them.
It's at least like we have options in that case. Like we could we see how far the door opens. If it's wide enough, we go through an invisibility. If it doesn't, we have the next shift of guards that we can try to fool, and the next one is that we lure them out.
Or we could just bonk them in the head, get their clothes,
Yes.
and then two of us get in with the guard shift. And make sure that the other two of us can get in invisibly.
But that would mean that
without touching the other.
That would mean that the plan proposed by Rowan. Wait, let me go into character. That would mean that the plan proposed by Rowan would mean that we should do that as quick as possible to get those guards here, knock them out, get their clothes, and then have people go in.
All right, so who's going invisible and who's... So the two guards at the door right now, one's my size and one is Athar's size. So we'll do the switch. I mean, I am a lion though. Like, I think they'll notice that their friend is now a lion. A hood won't disguise that. So maybe I should be invisible.
I could still take the ropes of the big one. I mean, you're a little bit...
You are about my size.
Yeah, so I go in, Athar takes the little one, and then Rowan and Allyria go in invisible behind us. But first we need to get these guards over here.
All right,
Okay.
take your positions. I got this.
Hup.
So as they all like
I'll get at the
prepared-
side of the door, so if they get inside, I can whack them. But also, if I feel like they're not coming inside, I can just run over
Okay, yeah.
and walk them outside.
All right. So as everyone gets into their position and like prepares whatever they're gonna do to knock out these people, I will go into.
Are you gonna make the other pig run away or something?
No, something more than that. I'm going to stand close to where I did like a lot of claw and mark damage, and I'm going to use my Daunting Roar ability and let out a giant roar from the farm.
Okay.
And then release the piggies.
There's one.
And send them running. The one pig, and like send it like, I'm just gonna slap it. I'm not gonna hurt it. I'm gonna make it squeal and like.
Yeah.
At this point, man.
You know.
I mean, there are still a little bit smoke coming from this area. You're making this big roar, and this pig screams and runs away. And
It's a dragon.
It's not. It's fine.
Thank you, a dragon.
Huh?
Only if I had greater image.
Oh gosh.
But yes, so I let out a giant roar and tried to attract the cultist, and then I hide.
Uh,
I saw you.
Okay, yeah, you're doing this, and you can hear like first like one of them basically shouting what's going on there, and then they are coming running towards the farm.
Okay. I didn't hear them saying like call someone or call for help or anything like that. They're just
well, not at the
running
moment.
towards-
They're
Okay.
running. They are totally thinking they are capable of handling this situation, running inside the farm
Great.
to see what's going on there. If there is a beast or something to chase inside the way.
Right. Then I guess as soon as they are within range, we pounce.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, what is everyone doing?
Attack!
Whack.
Yes, with my quarterstaff.
Hit it.
I would.
Ah, no, don't! Oh my gosh. Well,
Imagine
my
Appa
dice keep
making
falling.
these noises while hitting.
Okay, one of my dice died. So one of them is a 18 plus 7, so I guess that hits.
Well, yeah.
And the other
Only a
one
little.
the other one's a 17.
Oops. Yeah.
Do I hit both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're both getting each one hit, double-handed. Ooh, okay. So one of them gets 11 points.
Okay.
One of them gets 7 points.
So both are non-lethal, I guess.
They're bludgeoning damage. It depends.
Yeah, the
I'm
one
not going-
goes down.
I'm
The
not-
other one smashes a little bit forward, but it's not down yet.
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Monk's not
second and
done.
third attack.
Monk's not done yet.
Yeah, now I do flurry of blows, which means 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah. First comes the staff, then comes the slap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell
Just
yeah.
let Athar handle the first couple.
Precisely. Let me mark my key point down so I don't forget. Okay, one is a 21 to hit, and the
Yeah.
other one is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
Both hit.
Yay!
And these are 1d6s. Oh, that's not that good, but 5 points and 5 points to one of them, and 6 points to one of them.
I mean,
I rolled really low. I rolled
the
really
first
low
one was
on the
already
damage.
yeah.
Mm.
The first one was already down on the ground. But sure, kick it in it again.
Make
They
sure
are
he's
helpless
down.
anyway.
Oh, if it was unconscious, then I would have
Just
just
focus on the
directed
rolling.
these to the one that is not unconscious.
Yeah, you hear a crack, probably one of their ribs.
Okay.
Yeah, they are laying on the ground, top completely out. I'm rolling how long. Oh well. Seems like they are not getting up that soon.
Oh, great.
If they're both unconscious on the ground, Hemlock is gonna like go now next to them, put his hood up, and while they're unconscious, he's gonna go into his basal voice, and he's like,
Oh no!
Here we
And-
go, man.
and he goes like, should have just let me in. And then I get up and start taking off the ropes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You want to do something to them, like tie them
Um,
up, or
yeah,
or
Rowan will
basically
tie them
stuff
up.
their faces in the snow.
Rowan will tie him up and using his sailor knots, and
Oh, yeah.
shove him in the shed
Okay.
and gag them so they
Some
can't.
pretty.
Okay, good.
We're
Um,
following the kinky theme. I like it.
Yes, tied and gagged.
Ooh.
Pig tied, obviously. Actually, I'm gonna tie them.
This is gonna take 40 minutes. But
No, I'm
it's
just gonna
gonna
I'm gonna tie them to opposite sides of the shed so they can't help each other.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
That is smart.
That's it. That's all my
Great.
tying.
So the robes and amulets.
Dumb
Yeah.
Rowan is
Who's
done.
getting them again?
I'm taking the large fellow, and
Athar's taking the small fellow.
Okay,
Okay.
and the other ones are just invisible then?
Yeah, I
Should
guess
we,
we're just
or-
invisible for
okay.
now.
Well, I don't know because I can't lie.
Yep.
I'm very
Then don't speak.
Athar, you leave the talking. You leave the talking up to me.
Just leave the deception to the bard, even though it didn't kind of work with the guards. But
worked-
I mean,
It
just-
worked perfectly, and he points at the unconscious.
Well, I mean, you also didn't get a deception roll, so I mean, yeah, right. It
Yeah, that was
could have
all
maybe
you.
worked. We don't know.
All you're doing, all your wonderful acting.
Yeah.
Precisely. And at this point, Hemlock is already in the robes and is like,
Yeah.
this smells a little.
Oh no.
You know what it smells after?
Oh no.
Bacon.
Basil.
Basil.
Yes!
There is an utter disgust on Hemlock's face as this goes into the books for one of his worst days of adventuring.
Oh no.
Cultists
do they
didn't have
the
anything
amulets?
else. Oh yeah,
Do
yeah.
they have the little, necklaces?
Yeah, the amulets, yeah.
Okay, so you place yourself back at the door?
Well, I'm asking if they have the amulets on them, so we can take them too. Okay.
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
Nice.
Anything else you want to
Place
take off them?
Yeah, do they have anything
have
else?
anything else?
Yeah, is there anything on them?
Well, clothes.
No, we'll leave our clothes.
So not necessary.
Any kind of
They get
other
cold.
memorabilia? Does
Daggers, swords, knives.
Does one of them have their diary on them?
Both
Is
of
there-
them have a scimitar, leather armor to get them covered a little bit better. The
We'll
rope.
take the weapons.
Any
So they
Yeah.
any love letters or something interesting on there? Anything-
Dear Gertrude, my days at the
Dear
post.
white-haired lady, I never told you, but
they just write cultist fan fiction. Like this is-
And then there was this dragon.
yeah.
Mighty.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna investigate this further.
Yeah,
This
there-
is-
I throw
Dragon
their scimitars in the
fanfiction,
pit.
Yeah.
I throw their scimitars in the pit.
Oh, come on, I was about to write my dragon fan fiction.
Oh gosh.
Ah,
Oh,
oh
man.
boy.
All right,
So it's Hemlock and Athar disguised,
Yeah.
and then Allyria and I.
Going to turn invisible. Yes.
Can they close the door and so on?
yeah, and we're gonna move ourselves back towards the door, just waiting for the next shift. They don't happen to have keys for this door on them or something, right?
No.
Okay, good.
That's smart.
Can we just push the door open from our side?
You can try.
I want to carefully walk up to that door
Just lean on the door.
and just yeah. You know what? I'm trying to do like an oops, like leaning against the door and trying if it pushes open.
As you lean against the door, you feel there might be a little bit more force needed to push it open than just leaning against it. So it would be leaning with force to open it.
I'm going to lean violently against it.
Good. Attack the door.
Angry
Okay,
leaning.
wait.
Shove the
I
door.
would say as you start to do this, leaning
for
back with more violence. Give me a dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
There's ice.
Dexterity save. My favorite.
Slips on a bit of black ice.
That is a total of 22.
Cool. Because as soon as you start this, you feel that there is someone pushing from the inside to this.
Rude.
And to open them up.
Okay. Yeah, I just move back from
It's
the door.
a pull, not a push.
I move back from the door, and I'm gonna stand in my best cultist pose next
Yeah.
to Athar, and wait for whoever opens the door.
Okay, yeah, the door is opening. Half of warm air comes from the inside. So, as you both look towards them, I guess.
Yeah, like a little bit. Like I have my head a little bit lowered so that the hood is over it, covering the top half of my face.
Okay. You notice that they are also their heads are a little bit lowered as they're approaching you. Anything happened during your watch?
There was some unrest at the farm. We found the remains of one of the pigs. But we couldn't find who did it. It might be wise to keep a good and clear eye on the surroundings. I think the enemy is close.
Shall we check in the farm again?
We had a look at it, investigated too, but the only thing we could find there were the tracks of some vicious beast. Might be some of the larger creatures that stalk this land. If you don't mind, I would like
maybe
to...
one of the harpies.
Possibly. If you don't mind, I would like to report our findings to the others. Maybe it would be wiser if more came with you before you go there on your own.
But first, go in there as long as the dinner is happening. Or you might not get anything anymore.
Thank you. Take care.
The doors open while they are talking.
Going in,
Yeah.
bolting in stealthily.
Yes.
Stealthily, give me advantage in a check with stealth.
That's
Yes.
Go, 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 go!
Rowan making hand gestures like...
19.
Oh.
Yeah. A 19.
Oh no. That's a okay average
That is, yes.
16.
Yeah,
16.
Yep. You're pretty good.
Woohoo.
Good.
You're rushing.
I mean, they're looking at the farm, you know.
Exactly, and they're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
with
yeah.
us, and...
Cool.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
well then.
After, like, healing Allyria and Rowan pass by, Athar will also, like, just turn and go in while Hemlock is finishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Take care. Be safe.
You as well.
Wash your hands.
You say, wash your hands, wash your hands.
And I just, like... I do like a little...
Hydrate.
I do a quick bow and then follow the rest of the group inside.
I hear you. Such a polite cultist.
Yeah.
So you're going in there, you're closing the door behind you. I guess it's a good point to...
No, but what do we see?
No, that's next week. That's next week.
Next week.
No! We go in and there's just like 40 people looking at us.
We walk into the dining room. Okay.
Well, actually, no.
And it's flown the coop. The chicken is flown.
Oh my gosh.
I am.
Jenga.
Yeah.
Do you have a safe word?
This is bound to
For,
go
no,
well.
for this very kinky episode.
Oh.
I kind of want to name this the Kiki episode, but also I don't
But it's
want
not really. Unless Rowan describes the shibari knots that he put on the cultist.
I made sure to frame their diaphragm very well. Accentuate their curves, you know.
It is very good that we are 18 plus. So.
Oh, yeah.
This is completely fine.
I mean, we're 18 plus on Twitch, not on YouTube.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Oh, well,
So that's when we
Don't
did
Google any of this.
and then. But this was fun. We got to
This
the
was
cultists,
We-
and I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out,
Yes. What will await
Same.
us?
and how we will next week then when Jenna is
Sadria.
back. We will be
Yeah.
hopefully reunited with Sadria.
Yeah.
which is totally perfect since now you're just inside the air, and you know that Satyr was taken to the dinner.
Mhm. And we have
Course-
two lovely people disguised as cultists right now.
Exactly.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
How long does invisibility last for again?
1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah.
It's a decent amount of time.
I
just have
mean,
to
you
keep
might
not
find-
failing.
Yeah, you might find a place where to hide
Mm.
to recast the spell if you have enough spell slots for this.
Let's not get started
We
on the
might
topic of spell
find-
slots.
You might find the laundry room. Just get. more
Yeah, I'm still a
clothes.
giant lion. I mean, they could have lions in their ranks.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, to-do list for next level up: get disguise self.
I'm
spell.
just looking if there's a laundry room.
Which one of these 8 areas is a laundry room?
Excuse me, brother.
Maybe
Could
next
you
to the
show me?
communal pool.
That's what Zathar and I are going to do. We're gonna get like a tour.
Excuse me,
We're gonna.
I have run out of robes again. I know it's the second time this week. I'm sorry.
There was
Alright.
there was a pig incident. I don't know.
Oh well.
But so we're gonna continue this next week then.
Yeah.
Yes. With the return of Jenna.
Do we have any final words for the lovely chat? Thank you very much, chat.
Yeah,
For-
thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
for-
Thanks, chat.
For sticking around for our planning and attempt at being smart and stuff like that. That's
And grilling
Fails.
cultists and pigs
exactly.
Bacon.
and bacon.
Always stay for the bacon.
Delicious bacon. Mhm.
Oh boy, this
Should
was
take
a
one of
wild
the pigs
episode.
with us when we leave, I think.
There's only one left.
Oh, there's only one.
And I
Oh,
let
We
it go
left- and
free.
We let it
Oh, right.
go. So
Ah, right. Oh well.
On our
that's
way back,
fine.
we'll get attacked by like a rabid wild pig or something.
That was the
It was
sad
the-
part of this episode of like, yeah, I'm trying to turn it into a rabbit with polymorph. They are not
It was-
smart, but somehow they
never
don't
got-
want to be polymorphs.
so
Oh my
mad we
goodness.
didn't
It
get
was a rabbit foot.
the two-headed snow rabbit because like I wanted to draw that so bad.
Right. Now you can just draw a Thar imagining it.
If you
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you draw the two-headed snow rabbit, I make the stat block to make it an official monster. It's,
There we go.
What do you make monster?
The new-
Pet.
Pet.
You
Sorry,
make
sorry.
big bad
Pet.
evil.
Apologies. Pet. It is good.
Make the stat block, I will use it.
I'll get the holy
Okay,
hand. grenade.
we're making it. We're
Yep.
putting it on DM's Guild.
We're doing it. We're
Happening.
doing it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Do I need to make contracts for you?
Oh my goodness.
I'm just mentioning that DM skills is not the best way to make a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah, that might be true. I've only published on DM's Guild, so I don't know.
So
If you would like to see our planning and eviscerating of cultists again, you can catch the VOD.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or later
The
on
VOD.
YouTube.
The VOD.
Sorry, VOD.
The VOD.
Sorry.
yeah.
It's valid. I'm just a dick. It's fine.
Oh no. The YouTube video will be up at some point, and there you can like and share and bell and all those things that you do on the YouTubes now.
Remember to bell.
Remember to bell.
You can-
Check us out on our Discord.
Exactly.
It's fun there. We have fun there.
We have fun there. We have funny memes.
All the memes. So many memes.
That's the most remarkable thing about our Discord.
You
We
can
have
some-
memes.
Even memes that come directly from the episodes.
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That'll be fun.
true.
And you can also follow us on Twitter to keep caught up with Hoard of Tales. Tomorrow evening is going to be the German group, so if you want to
Yes,
check
go
out a language, even if you don't speak German, it's a perfect way to
They,
learn the
they are
language.
starting right at a point where, well, let's say they are in the mountains and there is a landslide coming down, or snowslide, better to say. So we'll see what's happening
Really?
there.
That sounds like a great way to start.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a great place to jump in.
I mean, you're starting next week in the Cultist Lair. They are starting with a snowslide.
Oh, gonna be fun.
Big things, big things.
Oh, of course. Also remember that apart from following Hoard of Tales on Twitter to get all the news, which is very helpful if you don't remember the schedule, you can also follow all of us. Like, where is it? Here.
Yeah.
We have all of our. Well, not all of us. You can't follow Beli, aka Allyria, because that would
Yeah,
be
I
too
don't
much
have
power.
Twitter.
But oh, you are on Twitter?
It'll be too much power.
No, I don't. No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No Twitter, yeah.
But you can still see what shenanigans the rest of us are up to.
Exactly.
And we all post when we're going live and all that stuff too.
Exactly.
There, if I don't forget it. Sorry, that's a lot of things to keep track.
No
Well, you
worries.
posted, it's fine.
Oh yeah, you
Exactly.
posted. Do we have anyone we can raid today?
Yeah, that's something I wanted to ask. Wait a second. There's the creative dashboard. Who are we going to raid today?
I already suggested last time, so
True.
Right now, 2 people who are streaming I follow are Check D's Out, which is another D&D.
Yeah, but they
podcast?
already have
And-
they have more viewers than we have.
How dare they? So we should send them over to Malib again.
There's
He's also
Yes.
streaming.
there is currently also, I have not checked them out before, but there is the Saving Throw show, who are about to go live in 5 minutes. They're currently
I heard of
preparing
them.
for the stream. I haven't checked them out yet, but they apparently are going to play some D&D. So
More D&D.
so if we could also go over there.
Yeah. How are they written?
Saving, capital S, saving,
Saving, yeah.
capital T, throw, all in one
Wait a
word.
second.
So saving, throw,
Saving. Throw.
and then capital S, show, saving, throw, show. Which is pretty cool name, by the way. I'm kind
Solid
of
one.
bummed I didn't keep this for myself. So we're getting
I
ready
mean,
for the
it's
raid
hard
there.
to find a good name nowadays with all the shows going on.
Exactly. All right then.
So,
So thank you very much, everyone.
see you
thanks
next
for being
week.
here.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
Take care, and see you next week. Same time, same place.
Yeah.
Stay safe and healthy. Be
Bye
kind to each
bye.
other.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.